What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Long time no see. Uh oh. Hope that means we're live. Hope everybody's well, blessed, and amazing. Let me make sure because it kept looking like it had some type of delay in my coming on. Before I give you all the whole spill, let me make sure we're good in recording. Um, I had quite the time. Okay, that means we're in here. Quite the time coming on, in fact. All right, we're good to go. And I just mistakenly took a picture. But anywho, welcome to the channel. I am Royal Vibes, your intuitive guide. Um, this message is for the collective. This is in reference to procrastination. So it's been sitting in my spirit for a minute, and of course, I just let it sit there and fester and marinate a little bit, and allow God to expand on the um, the topic or what have you. Um, for some strange reason, I feel like that there's a lot of people who are dealing with the spirit of procrastination, and yeah, spirit is saying it's time to go with your move. It's time to move, not react. It's time to move. Right? It is your time, and yeah, choose wisely. If you like what you hear, please like and subscribe. Again, welcome to the channel. Oh, yo, I jumped from 18 to 23 subscribers. Give thanks. I'm very grateful. Each and every one of you. I make sure when I say my prayers for myself and my family at night, you are also in that number. Um, I wish everyone the best, and yeah, learn more love, more light, balance. I wish all of those great things for people, and oh wow, nice to start. Very nice, very nice. Already, we're just gonna pull just a few tarot cards. That's what I got. I saw a lizard just now. I don't know. Lizards love my house. Lizards, lizards love my house. I'll be living with the lizards. You know, flying with the fishes. Oh wow. Let's see if that's gonna come back out. That's that card where I say that with friends like that, who needs enemies? That's that kind of card. But nonetheless, yeah, this is a spirit of procrastination reading. We're needing to do away with that energy. That's like low level energy. I know. I mean, I get that sometimes we have to, sit down, chill, look at it from a different perspective, recollect some things, step outside of our norm to actually see what's happening. But spirit said, don't stay there. Don't sit there because you're gonna be singing shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Okay, so yeah, we need some movement happenings going on. That's it. That's it. Man, it's starting off fire already. That's how I know spirit be wanting me to, it spirit gives me the energy. God gives me what to speak on and what people are dealing with. And crazy enough, um, yeah, he allows me to connect with, and I say God and He form because He is what I need Him at the time, right? God is the mother to the motherless and the father to the fatherless, and I'm both, right? Motherless and fatherless, but I feel like He is also giving me honorary mothers that love me like a mother. I love me like their child, and I appreciate those people. Massively appreciate those ladies. So I can say He because He is my father. All right. Yeah, he gives me what to speak on, and I don't speak on it immediately, even though I think, you know, um, no, I don't even think, I don't even think that. Like, I just feel like he gives it to me, and sometimes I'm not able to speak on it immediately, right? And I get more time to get that one on one and gain more information and or get more resources as it comes to it, so that I can elaborate better or speak from experience. You know what I mean? Because I feel like he gives certain tasks and certain things for people to do and give you those things because he can trust you with those things. And in turn, you'll become powerful, wiser. You'll become, yeah, your moves will be more strategic, right? Um, yeah. And as I mean, you'll find in the end that there's literally nothing you can't do. There you go. That's what I was looking for. Balance. I need two more, please. Thank you. See, I asked for the two more, and there you go. Uno, dos. Moja imbili. Umbili, sorry. Moja umbili. And there is under. I know how to say it in French too. Under. I used to know how to say it in Wolof. Dang, I can't even get it right now if I wanted to. But I used to know how to say my numbers from 1 to 10 at least in Wolof. All right, and Wolof is a Senegalese language, West African, Dakar. All right, so first up is we have 4337 here. All those numbers, something or one of them, or maybe all of them may relate. All right, so we have the Four of Wands. Y'all know I gotta take these glasses off for this little bit right. All right, fire energy, and Joe is the initials JO that's associated with this card, and it says so much to celebrate. Right. And if you notice, I have win in your I think it may be the description, in our description. May I remember I said I am not exempt from any reading that God allows me to give. And crazy enough, it usually when He gives it to me, it usually resonate with me as well. So I am guilty. I am guilty with having the spirit of procrastination. I could do more. I feel like I can do a lot more. Even though I feel like I have a lot on my plate right now, I just feel like I can, I ask God to keep me busy, and that's exactly what He's doing. And sometimes I'll have to like, sit back and sit down for a second and, like I said, put everything in perspective. But not allowing myself to get comfortable in that space and act like that is my end all be all, and it's absolutely not, especially when my heart longs for more, when my ambitions are a lot greater than the position that I have allowed myself to sit in. You see it? So, yeah, it's time to move. Make moves, honey. Make moves. All right. So again, there will be so much to celebrate. Send gratitude to the divine and the angels for the peace and prosperity coming to you, peace and contentment in your personal life, in life in general. Right? Maybe someone loves flowers. I love flowers. I love, love, love them. Um, Maybe someone's of Hispanic descent for some strange reason. I felt that. Yeah, but there'll definitely be something to celebrate. That's fire energy. Maybe you are a Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. All right, so this is the three of coins, the three of pentacles. RG are the initials associated with this card, and it says, "Do what you love." Absolutely. Right? So because we are sitting back watching everybody become and do what it is that they have to do. And I get it. I mean, everything comes in your time, and everything comes when it's the perfect time, our time, your time, my time, at the same time. Yeah, we can't prolong it. I think some of us, again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of energy. Okay, I'll chill here, because I mean, I don't. There's not much expected of me, and I don't expect much. Not expected of me, and I don't expect much. So, and you found again comfort. One has, I mean, we find comfort in those places, and yeah, when God is trying to use you or God is trying to expand you and expanding you, yeah, it won't happen there in the space of comfortability. It won't happen there. Okay. Where you are comfortable. All right. Recognition for the highest quality of work. You see, you have to get out there to be um seen. You have to get out there. You have to put yourself out there. Take the leap of faith. Um, you know, go for what it is that you know. And you know. You've just been sitting on it, right? It's time to let the little birdies fly. All right. Recognition for the highest quality of work, especially creative endeavors. Being paid well for your craft. Y'all saw the cars fall out. I'm not playing, and apparently, Spirit isn't either. Being paid well for your craft, working well with others, and an excellent reputation. Right? And people know you know what you're capable of. And stop sitting on it. Stop sitting on that golden egg you have and allow it to hatch. Like it's time. It is time. Let me make sure we're still being recorded. Because see, the way I'm set up in the middle of my broadcast, y'all know the sound will go out for some strange reason. Yeah, sometimes like that's how the enemy works, you know what I mean? It doesn't want you to change, be the difference that makes the difference. And that's what I'm here for. That's who I am. I am a difference that's here to make a difference. And if, yeah, we can't get the message off to you all, then we can't make the changes, you know, necessary. We can't see it and confirm or get the affirmations or affirm or whatever it is, and see what it is that we're supposed to be doing. Like I constantly every day of my life, like when I wake up, I ask God to order my steps. You know what I mean? Every step I take, order my steps. I had to tell somebody today, I was like, yo, just because I go left, like somebody crossed me, I have zero tolerance for like stupidity, zero tolerance for a whole bunch of stuff. And a lot of folks know that. They be like, damn, you really pop off real fast. Yeah, I do. I do because of the zero tolerance I have for the ignorance. And they say ignorance is bliss, but yeah, the dude whoever wrote that was ignorant for saying such a stupid thing, because ignorance is not just bliss. Ignorance is ignorant. Not knowing is not blissful, and ain't nothing, because not knowing can get you killed. Not knowing could, yeah, harm you forever. And yeah, I'm not gonna sit in the place of not knowing, especially when we are in the land of information, a time of information. There's always something you can look up, learn, and understand, become wiser about, right? That's how I feel. Like every day is a learning situation. Every day, twice, 10 times a day, if you are receptive to it, and your eyes can, see what's actually happening. There are learning situations every day, ways to learn something. You know what I mean? It depends on again how you look at it, how one looks at it, or whether or not one is receptive to even taking it. Most people are on a defensive, especially when, you know, yeah, they know they need to be doing better. It's just, yeah, still people choose. It's a choice. You know what I mean? And God is not going to like push it down your throat. Not for all of us. There are some people, it does happen that way. Like, there's no other choice. You was born on this, in this, and this is how it's going to be. And until you get there, until you choose this role, I'm going to make it hard for you. And that's exactly how, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it happened for me. I ran until it ran me down and almost ran me over, and I couldn't run no more. So I had to accept it unless I wanted the life of, that hard life. I didn't want it to be like that. I was making it harder for myself, not choosing the correct path. But nonetheless, yeah, I said to someone today, just because I go off don't mean that I'm not favored. I'm not blessed. A God is not walking with me. I'm not walking with him. He knows my heart. That's the sweetest part about this relationship that I have with him, right? And he placed me on this path with me asking God for his will and his way. I didn't want my own debt to my ego, debt to self, debt to who I thought I was, and I took on his life for me. I'm standing in his will as he is ordering my steps, guiding and guarding me, right? Through his promises that was bestowed upon me, that I agreed to. It was a choice for me. I had to choose it. I did have to choose it or live the hard way. But yeah, just because I curse somebody, I swear, I ain't gonna say curse somebody. I swear, because I don't curse nobody. And people love saying B8 and all of them words is, F, because I'm trying. I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying. But those words are curse words, and they're not. Every word we use basically are curse words if you want to be specific. But yeah, I just basically I said, just because I swear at people, I go hard. Like, I nip it in the bud early and see people getting mistaken. They look at my light skin and my curly hair and my glasses or something. I don't know. I'm 5 feet, 5'2", and I look like I'm meek and humble, and I am. I am to all extent. But yeah, don't step on my toes too many times. I might allow you to say my bad once or twice, but yo, that third time, I know you're doing it on purpose now. So it's a problem. It's a major problem, and you don't even have to take that many times. It depends on the situation, right? It depends. If I feel somebody playing with me, like, I'm going there. I'm going there. I'm gonna nip it in the bud. I promise you, you ain't gonna like the way I take it. The way I take it. Where I take it. It's crazy though, but yeah, you can't judge it like that. Folks can't judge. You can't judge a person by how bad. That's just how bad they go off. It's how much they love too. Because my love is that hard too. You see, I'm compassionate about everything I do, everything that comes with me. That's it. My children, what it is I have to offer. I'm compassionate about it. I have passion within me, and passion is just is a little love and a little anger, and that's what it is. But I'm not saying that I take it there all the time. You know what I mean? There's a balance. I balance it out. I balance it out. I do. I know when to hold them and when to fold them. You know what I mean? Sometimes I can look at a spirit and say, "Oh, yo, I see what that is. I get it." I'm not even gonna trip because I'm not even gonna get no Kool-Aid points for knocking this person out or nothing like that, or doing anything stupid or saying anything crazy to them or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get no Kool-Aid points because yeah, they're not even they self. You know what I mean? I'll let the Lord the spirit handle it. Spirit handle it. All right, so this is bam. I'm sorry, I didn't read this one. All right, so we have three of wands here, and me. I'm sorry, mi. I'll just say mi and then me at the same time. MI is the letters that's associated with this card. And it says planning for the long term, abundance from past choices. See what I'm saying? Planning for the long term. So you know the plan, Spirit saying. You got the plan. You've been sitting and festering and marinating on that plan. Pull a book out, dust it off, and yeah, look at the blueprint. Let's do it. Let's make the move. Let's make the move. You watching everybody else make the move. You make the move. It's time for your move, right? Go with your move. All right. Planning for the long term. You have done that already. Abundance from past choices. Spirit is saying this is what it's going to bring victory, abundance. You're going to get awarded and paid for what it is that you love. It's not really going to be work because it's something that you enjoy doing, right? This is going to be something that you enjoy doing. Maybe you've had endeavors in the past and they weren't successful, but you took that leap of faith before. You can do it again. If that's the scenario, if you've taken that leap before and unfortunately it didn't work out, it's okay. It's okay. Nothing beats a failure but a try. So it's time to um go with your move, scared or not. Right. So abundance from the past, pride in the success of your labors. See what I'm saying? Be patient as you decide what's next, and that's what you had. I mean, you found yourself in that space of being patient to whereas you found a home there. You found a home there. Now you've worn out your welcome. It's time to yeah, make moves. Make major moves. All right. Oh, I didn't see what was at the bottom of the deck. Let's see. Oh, this is the I'm about to say four, Lord. This is the 8 of Cups. All right, and this is some emotional energy here. Let's see. So the need to move on. You see, I'm not lying to y'all. Look, look, read. I'm gonna hold it there for you to read it first, and then I'm gonna come back and read it. I'll give you a couple minutes, couple seconds. The first line or two should give it to you. All right. So, anywho, all right. JE is associated with this card. It says the need to move on, seeking more from life than what you are experiencing. Then I said that like you were thinking that that was your space and your place, and God said, nah, mm-mm, no, it's not what I have more for you. I want to expand your territory. I want to expand what it is that you have. You have a plan, and quite the plan. Quite the plan. And so spirit is like, okay, the only way you're going to see results is actions, action, action, move around. Hmm? All right, the need to move on. I'm going to say that again. Seeking more from life than what you are experiencing, a spiritual quest. Choosing. It says choosing. Y'all saw the card. I just picked it up. So I shuffled the cards. These cards came out and I put it down. And one like I placed it down. It says what it says, and I'm reading it. Okay. All right. A spiritual quest, choosing to make bigger life changes. You see what it said? I'm shit. Oh, the whole card. Just going to read the shit. Now, God be showing up. I'm telling you. See, that's what I said. He had me sitting on it on this spirit of procrastination reading, and then here it is. And the cards come out just the way he wants it, and I'm going to read it just the way he wants it. All right. So, a spiritual quest, choosing to make big life changes, a change in priorities, leaving home. La la la. Then I say you weren't out your welcome. You done made a home there. You done made a home in that place. Spirit said, can you move around? Huh? You want to see the plan? Get the plan of moving. Get it moving, please. You gotta move. Put some fire under them buns or under your feet or something. I don't know. But I'm just saying, move around. All right. Z is the initial associated. I'm getting tongue tied. Associated with the card balance. All right. And maybe someone has a yin and yang, a tattoo of favors the yin and yang symbol some kind of way. That's you have a keychain or a chain or a bracelet, something. I'm seeing yin yang. Um, twos, the number two, also the number two associated with balance. You are seeing angel numbers 222 quite often. You may be 22 years old. I don't know. Or maybe you have a 22-year-old. You could. It's possible. All right. So the card is blending the ideas of others with your own to create something extraordinary. See what I'm saying? This is probably what it was that you were sitting in that space and place for. That your need for balance. That's where you found it. You sat back and You listen to the ideas of others. You went where you thought about the things that you have done already previously and how you can incorporate everything into your next major move, but just hadn't quite gotten the umph or the wherewithal to want to do make the move, right? The time, when is the right time? Well, no time if you're waiting for the right time. Yeah, it's never going to be the right time to go. There's always going to be something that's going to, um, try and hold you back or stop you in your tracks. And hey, you can't become a winner like that, right? All right. So, again, blending ideas of others with your own to create something extraordinary. See how great it is, and victory started it off. The card though, well, I'm sorry, not victory. This is basically a victory card in a sense because it's something to celebrate. Like there's something there was a win somewhere in your story, right? You ended up going with you, doing what it is that you love, getting paid for what it is that you love. And as a result, that was as a result of you beginning to blend those ideas with your own, with others, and again, creating something extraordinary, mind blowing. You're going to have something that the world needs. You have something that the world needs within you, right? That is what Spirit is saying. You have something within you that the world needs. And in order for you to bring forth those things, you would have to move. Move away from your current condition, your current situation, moving into, of course, a greater, abundant situation, right? All right, so again, blending the ideas of others with your own to create something extraordinary. I just like the word extraordinary, right? Or are you extraordinary? I don't know. There's a difference, right? Successful compromise. I love how this is going for you, collective, how it's going for us, because I'm in on this. All right, so the power of diversity, self-control, patience, and balance, and that's exactly what you needed. That's exactly what you needed was patience, and that's what got you in a place where you could chill and again look from a different perspective, gather all your ideas, go back to the drawing board, draw everything out, um, erase and draw some more and draw some more, and then yeah, actually go forth with your plan. But at some point of it, I believe that you allowed yourself to become a little discouraged about it, considering the past choices. Um, as not past choices. I won't even say past choices because it wasn't the past choices. It was you know your getting out there and wanting to do it, and sometimes that's all it takes. That's just all it takes. You just have to know too that you of every try that you give, even if the first five weren't successful, every try that you give um won't be a no. It won't be the worst. Yeah, it won't be as worse as bad as you think it is. It would be, right? Spirit is saying like go with yourself. Like it's time. You've been again sitting and festering on it, and Spirit is saying, crazy enough, you can have options as it comes to it. Once one door open, it's gonna be several things. There's a whole thing, a whole plethora of things that you have on your plate that you're gonna be amazing at, right? And if that one door opening gonna open up several other doors pertaining to your success. And all you just, I mean, it's literally gonna be like a ripple effect. One thing going is going you're going to see that one thing to the end, one thing from start to end, and it becomes successful. Then you're going to move on to the next endeavor because that door is going to open up another door for you. It's going to give you opportunity to make something else, you know definite in your life, right? Options. You're going to have a multitude of um ways to make Make it happen. I'm even gonna just say make money, but make it happen. Right? All right. Make a choice. Stop. Oh my God. Well, that's it. Well, that is it. I'm gonna let y'all read it first before y'all think I'm lying. Look. Did you see? Did you see what I saw? It says stop procrastinating. And G, the letter G, is associated with this card. All right, it says make a choice. Stop procrastinating or overanalyzing. Sister said that's what you was doing in that place that you made home. You didn't move out your welcome. I told you. Chill out. I mean, not chill out, but yeah, make your move. You didn't chill out too long already. All right. You didn't. Yes, let's make the moves. All right. So stop procrastinating or all right, make a choice. I'll start over. Make a choice. Stop procrastinating or over analyzing. Get clarity on what you desire and move forward. Too many options. And then there's addictions here. So somebody may be dealing with addictions. It could also be an addiction to the space that you're in. Again, right? Addicted to you're comfortable. You know what it feels like because you're not being challenged, right? In that space, life is not challenging you there. There's no one around you to challenge you because more than likely the people that you have you know sat around and endured with in that time, they are on the same that same mental space, oh, I'll just sit here because nothing is expected of me and I don't have to expect much either, right? So it works out well and we're comfortable there. Some of us are comfortable there and spirit to say, hey, get your ass up, get your ass up, okay? Up is where your ass needs to be. All right, so Jo is also associated with the star card, and the star card could be an Aquarius card. It could also be it could just be an air sign card. The Libra, I think, is also associated with that as well. Some parts of the Libra, and I could also say the Leo as well. Leo is ruled by the sun, which is also a star. Right. All right. So the star card is here. All right, and again, Jo is associated, and it says, "Have the faith." Uh, Mikey, please. I have to turn myself down some. All right, have faith. The future is bright. Told you. And long term is up here. See, it just falls the way it needs to. All right. All right. Have faith. The future is bright. Dreams come true. Positive changes that bring an end to challenging times. The light at the end of the tunnel. Go to the light, Carol Ann. Carol Ann. Get to the light, girlfriend. And then again, the need to move on, seeking more from life than what you are currently experiencing. That's right. Because life has not challenged you. And yeah, you ain't, you know, putting yourself out there to get the job done, to get it done. So yeah, if you don't move accordingly, and as you are guided to move, I promise you, you're gonna be singing shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and that's no fun. That's not any fun at all, right? A spiritual quest, and this is exactly what this is entailed to be. This is what it's supposed to be for you, for us. Choosing to make big life changes, a change in priorities, and again, leaving home. All right. Brilliant, experienced, humorous, judgmental. I see releasing situations or people that no longer serve you. That's appropriate for this reading. Seeing the humor in difficult situations, focusing on career. All right. And this is Queen of Sword energy, more air energy. All right. And so as a result, of I believe this reading, this is more in a sense of the direction that one would actually go to have this something to celebrate. Again, multiple streams of income is here. Like when one door opens, the rest of them is it literally will become in a ripple effect. It's again going to blow your mind. It's going to be incredible, extraordinary, in fact. All right, so after all of that, having to choose, you are like on the go, like always on the move. You're gonna be busy. You're gonna be busy doing a lot. So all that time you have sat down, and that should have been enough time to, recoup, revamp, again, go back to the drawing board, see what needs to be done, alter some, some parts of your blueprint to make it work. Right, gathering all the information you needed to have gathered throughout that time from people, you know, wisdom and understanding and or advice at people advising you, the ones that you hold close or you admire or honor their word, actually taking their word and making it work for you, right? See, I'm one that could take someone's experiences and learn from them. I don't have to actually experience it myself. Now, sometimes life will bring me through those experiences for me to get that experience so that I could shed that light on someone else. However, sometimes too, it comes to me in that manner, meaning I'm usually the one lending the advising, and sometimes I get it's the balance, right? People, God allows certain individuals or certain people, places, and things because it's not just people who actually teach me, but it could be a situation, a scenario, and it may not even involve people. You know what I mean? So it depends on you know what your perspective is and how your discernment works. Because yeah, baby, I'm on fire over here. On fire with the discernment. Yeah, ain't much coming. I ain't gonna lie. I be yeah, ain't much getting past me. And I may not say everything I see, because yeah, I can't tell everything I see, and not the fact that it's for me not, I mean for me to be uh weird with the information. However, yeah, I don't say everything. I can't say everything, right? Not even everything I think. And sometimes I have to say, "Oh Lord God, forgive me for my thoughts." Lord, you know my heart, huh? Lord, you know my heart. Jesus. All right, so Knight, the Knight of Swords, more air energy. So, and that will make me think that this card, not it could be associated with a fire card, Leo, or should I say? Um, because we have two fire cards here, but we have more air than anything in this reading. All right, so again, yeah, decisive, focused, driven, defensive. It's possible. I mean, defending what it is that you have created. I could see that definitely. Um, not being defensive as to be taught, right? Again, God will when you begin these doors begin opening for you. He's gonna allow certain people around you to you know help you grow and help expand you, right? Giving you the wisdom and understanding necessary for you to put one foot in front of the other. Just know that you can do it. You can do it. And that's the start. That is where it starts. All right, choosing to do so. That's it. All right, events that move with great speed. Told you, you're gonna be on the go, baby. Choose intellect. Choose intellectual responses. Didn't I just talk about that earlier? Well, I just saw something white in my peripheral, but I have a curtain, a yellow curtain now. I just saw something white. It was like a line, but it was like a boomerang shape. That's what it looked like. The shape of a boomerang. Just now looking at my. Well, I was looking this way, but I saw it on my peripheral. All right. So, anywho, choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional responses. Isn't that something? I actually talked about the emotions earlier too. I mentioned emotions because we had the cups, these two cups here. All right, which is ruled by emotions. All right, choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional ones. Sudden or unexpected changes. Review your options carefully. Then I say go back to the drawing board. That's what you were doing, and I said you have quite the plan. So I would, yeah, say absolutely go for it. Absolutely, we are saying absolutely go for it. Right? Again, nothing beats a failure but a try. Sometimes you have to be desperate for it, and not desperate where you're losing yourself, but desperate for the you know the how I want to say it, the outcome. Desperate for the outcome, not desperate where you are doing strange things for change and all of this stuff. You know what I mean? Like belittling yourself and things like that. Yeah, no, no, no. That's not what we're here for. Because again, you have a plan to win, and that plan is going to help you do so. If and when, you know, you make the move. Because once the ball get the rolling, baby, it's gonna roll, and yeah, you're going out the park with this one, love. It's out the park for you. There's a whole zinger for you. Yeah. And those who don't know what that means, it's a home run. That's a home run. All right, out the park. And this is us assisting longevity. Yeah, you heard me? Longevity. Look, jump in, flipped over. You thought it was a thing was a game? These cards right here, I call them the truth and nothing but the truth. Because that's what they are. They'll make you mad. Boy, they will make you mad. I know they made me mad one time. If you know, you know. One day I'm gonna create my own deck. It's coming. It's coming. I just got a lot on my plate already. And so I'm gonna beast these things first, and that's what that's what we should have to do. You beast the one thing, see it from beginning to end, and then yeah, you're on to the next. Victory in that assures you, yeah, it gives you that yes to go ahead and move forward with the next. You know what I mean? God ain't gonna give you no more than you can battle or no more than you can handle, right? Because you are equipped to do so. That's what you don't know, or some of us don't know. Well, we're gonna find out. All right, that's what I was looking for. Dependent. You rely on others, and it's stopping you from claiming your power. Strength comes from self-reliance. You can. Then I tell you it'll make you mad. But see, this is the energy that we were sitting in, the home space, the home base, right? Again, yeah, it's time to move. So and letting go of the people, places, and things that made you feel comfortable with being regular, being comfortable with being. I mean, there's a difference between regular and authentic or original, right? Yeah, there's a lot of regular people, but when it comes to certain folks, extraordinary is, yeah, the pick of the litter, and yeah, I'm going for it every time. I'm going for that mark every time. I don't care what I do, school, work, whatever I do, sing, dance, whatever it is I do, I'm going for the gusto. I'm going for the big thing. That's it. I'm going for the win. I don't play Monopoly. I don't play spades. I don't play dominoes. I don't play nothing without going in with the vision to win. I'm going in for the win. And I'm gonna give you a fight. I promise you I'm gonna give you a fight. Chess, I'm gonna give you a fight. That's it. All right. Cause I can play. Yeah, man. I ain't talking to no dummy. I've been here. All right. Dependent. You rely on others and it's stopping you from claiming your power. Strength comes from self-reliance. You can and you will do it. You can and you will do it. You see it? All right. Because I can see it for you. I don't know. You got to see it for yourself, though. All right. You just have to try. That's it. And not just take home base for it being your home. It's an obligation for you to take that those blueprints and make something happen. Hmm? It's time to make it happen, Mr. or Mrs. Make it happen. Look, challenges. Life is challenging you. Spirit is challenging you to challenge yourself. Challenging you to challenge yourself. Say y'all, I kind of rested really well today. I'm gonna do the same tonight. I can't wait. Hey y'all, I don't know. I don't know if y'all away if it's cold or windy where y'all are. I want to do a short on reference in reference to this. Whenever the winds are like that outside, if you are already dealing with like sinus and allergies and stuff like that, make sure you are prepared for being out there with that wind blowing around all that stuff that's in the air. Not to mention all the stuff that they are putting in the air. Call me a conspiracy theorist or not. I don't care what you say. I wish I could have somebody to test the mucus test the because like I have stuff drained from my head from outside. Like I take my Flonase and stuff like that, Claritin. I make sure that I'm prepared that way, and I also put like vaporizer, the vapor salve in my nose to catch along with my hairs to catch the debris that's flying around. That helps catch the debris, and I'll clean it and then do it again, just to make sure that I'm not inhaling all of the stuff that is being placed out there for us to like. It's breaking. Is doing something because there's way too many people. First of all, it's talking about the pains that they're feeling in their legs. I've been hearing people that are talking about headaches. I'm hearing it's just way too many people that's talking about toothaches that's not even having. That's not really a toothache. It's something else that's going on that's making it feel like it's a toothache. It's an earache or something that yeah, and I know all eyes, ears, nose, and throat, all of it's connected. However, is starting here. It's starting here. So we have to prepare when they say that it's gonna be winds like this. Make sure if you even have to wear a mask, and I'm not even big on the mask thing because yeah, whatever, that's a different story. But anyway, wear fix it so that if because if you go to bed at night and not have cleaned out your nose the next morning that previous day, it will absolutely will have taken effect on you, and you will be dealing with something else. And then when you go to the doctor, the quickest thing they're gonna give you is stuff for allergies and stuff like that when it really isn't your allergies. That's why that stuff isn't working. That's why the medicine that they're giving isn't working for any of us. So if you prepare for that, and when you take your bath, I don't know if you take baths. I take baths. I take showers too, but I love my bath. And I will take my whole body face down and put it in the water. And I'm talking about my whole face from ear on down. Everything is going in the water, and I am massaging. And crazy enough, you will feel the mucus that's accumulated. You will feel the pressure in here, and putting your whole face in that water is gonna pop it. Like it's you massage all of that stuff out. You have to like literally massage it out of your face. Let that water get in. I do all of this like doing all of this because this there's a little separation in between the bone here. You can kind of lift that up, and that's it's a sinus cavity thing that's happening in that area. Even lifting this part of like I when I'm underneath the water, I'll take my thumb and I'll have it this way. Well, it will also lift this and allow the water to rush in between all of this. And I'm talking about the hottest water that I can stand. with salt. I have my Epsom salt in the water. I usually have a few other things. I'm not going to go get into detail about that, but that is a spiritual thing with that. With that, the other portions of what it is that I take a bath with. But the Epsom salt mainly to break all of that. It's like a saline in a sense, right? And I'm just saying that, right? And I never, and I'm sorry I had to do that in front of y'all. Excuse that, because I don't ever like to swallow whatever it is I drain from what it is that I'm breathing in, because like again, like I said, if you let it sit in your system, it will take effect. So if I let it drain and it go to my chest, it's gonna cause congestion, a stomach ache, and all kinds of other stuff. I don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna catch it here first, spit it out. And like I said, I wish I had some person that can test it, because I know if what we're gonna find in the saliva. I know what I'm gonna find in the mucus that I blow out of my nose. And when you're in the tub and that happens, and I'm telling you all this, I promise you, it's going to help you. I promise you, it will help you because it helps me deal with what's happening. Um, I don't really take that much medication. Like I do the Flonase every now and again because I don't do that quite often because you become self reliant, and sometimes that stuff don't work after using it for so long. Your body becomes immune to it, and then they'll have to prescribe something else that eventually will stop working. So I clean out my passage. I make sure it stays clean, and whatever drains from here, it gotta come out. I gotta spit it out, or I have to blow my nose. And that's what's gonna happen while you are placing your head in that water and you are moving that stuff around. It's gonna start draining, and you're gonna want to spit it out, or you're gonna want to blow your nose. Blow your nose. Do not let that stuff get in you and sit in you, because it's gonna cause more harm than any good that yeah any good. All right. But that was my little thing for you. I wanted to give it out, do a short on it this morning when I realized the winds were gonna be like that. Because it's crazy how March is. This temperature is insane. But if you know, you know. All right. Unprepared. Yeah, buddy. You aren't ready for this. Wait, you aren't ready for this step, and crucial elements may have been overlooked. Don't skip the process and miss the lesson that comes with it. And so this was whole, you going back and again going back to the drawing board and recalculating your steps, and you know, yeah, adding and depleting. I mean, adding and taking away the things that you need to be successful. And at one point, you were unprepared, and Spirit is saying, "Yeah, not anymore. Yeah, this is your goal. This is your goal." All right, may I have one more? And that's crazy because I'm starting to feel the actual stuff in the air, but I've cleaned my nose out, and y'all saw how I dreamed, but I could definitely feel something happening here. All right, all right. Poor investment. My God, this venture will. Let's see. This venture will not drain your resources without yielding worthwhile returns. All right. Redirect your efforts to more aligned opportunities. Yeah, it's time. It is time. Told you these cards could be very, very real. It's gonna tell you the truth. It's gonna tell you what your mama should have told you. I should have told you. That conscious, good vibes, baby, good vibes, royal vibes. Hey now. All right. You're surrounded by uplifting energy. This. I'm sorry. Take this as a sign you are supported throughout your path and your greatest good. Bad attitude is at the bottom. I don't think that that associates with this reading. Oh, please stop it. All right, where am I going next? Ain't no need in worrying what the night is gonna bring. Guess it'll be all over in the morning. Oh, bajista. I swear to God, I be saying, I be speaking a different language. And they have speaking in tongues. And I can also speak in tongues. I asked God for that gift, and He actually gave it to me. Not that I didn't think He wasn't, but I'm just saying. They say, "Ask and you shall receive it," and I received it. But I swear I be speaking a different language, or it's something else. What? Like it just comes out and it's like really like it's flowing. It like flows like I know what I'm talking about. All right. Oh my gosh. Future self perspective. Y'all saw the card fall out. Whew. This one says, when you're feeling discouraged, try looking through the eyes of your future self. The version, and I think that's what I said actually earlier. That was the reason why you kind of like sat. You've been sitting for as long as you have been sitting because the level of discouragement, right? Because of the prior endeavors that kind of coach you or put you in a box, and you have enjoyed your box. Yeah, but it's time to get out. Bust out. Break loose. All right. So, again, when you're feeling discouraged, try looking through the eyes of your future self, the version of you who already moved through this. What advice? I'm sorry, the version of you that already moved through this. What advice would they give you? Meaning your future self. Often they'll remind you this moment is temporary and you're doing better than you think. I told you that place, that box, that home, that was only supposed to be a temporary place you made into a home. Yeah, no, it wasn't for you. Not for long. It was just for that, there for you to gain a different perspective. Again, going back to the drawing board and find what is needed and or necessary for your success. Oh wow, for your success. Switch to success. As I'm saying success, I look down at the card and say success. And see when I read stuff and or I could be saying something to somebody and somebody walking by might say the same word I say at the same time. Or I'm listening to something that might say the word something that I'm talking to somebody about at the same time. That's confirmation. And I'm saying success as success came out. Like last night, oh, the last time I did the reading, I forget when it was. I said time, and as I'm talking about it's time, time actually flipped out, and yeah, that was confirmation. So I'm gonna read this, and along with these cards, these are the ones I think that just fell out, but nonetheless, swish to success. Use the swish technique to rapidly change ingrained habits, those addictions that mentioned that again kept you in that place of stagnation, procrastination, right? Anything that kept you in that place in space, mentally or physically. All right, spiritually as well, because all of that kind of like works hand in hand, spiritually, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and often financially. All right, there we go. I get it. I get it. But I'm gonna get through this reading. I am because there's a change that needs to happen. All right. Use the switch technique to rapidly change ingrained habits or emotional responses by replacing them with more desirable alternatives. Visualize the behavior you want to want to leave behind and quickly swish, meaning how you say, yeah, that's a basketball move. Like, Avoid them. I forget how you. It's a word that when you check them or something like that. I can't get it. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about when they cross them up. Yeah, you thought they went one way and then it went another way. Yeah. Visualize the behavior you want to leave behind and quickly switch in the new image of success. Repeat this process to program your mind for a positive change. And that's exactly typically how it goes. You have to train your mind, and eventually your mind um it is basically calling it in for you when you think it. And if you can think it, you could do it. It could happen, should I say. When you think it could happen. You can manifest it. It could be yours if you allow it to be. Right? So Spirit is saying repeat this process to program your mind for positive change. Yeah. When you think you're a winner, you might not even feel like a winner. You might not even live like a winner, look like a winner. And what do a winner look like? I don't know. But I'm just saying, you get it. If you think like a winner, yeah, it comes for you. It comes to you. And it comes through you. You know. All right, Lord. I don't know if I said before. Look, it's going to taste good. I promise. Yes, yes. It's going to taste phenomenal. Phenomenal. I said phenomenal. Ay, ay, ay. Phenomenal. All right. Taste the victory. Victory. That's what I'm talking about. Didn't I tell you? I said the victory was here. The win. I said in the beginning. That's what it was. Bow. And here you go. There you go. Engage your senses to make successful. I'm sorry, to make success feel real. And I don't know why I said successful because Phil was right there too. I mean, it was Phil was right there, and it wasn't the F for FUL, but it's the FEEL. Anywho, my eyes be saying anything. Engage your senses to make success feel real. Imagine achieving a goal. What does it look like, sound like, and even taste like? Wait, didn't I even reference to that? I referenced to that. I'm gonna go back in the reading. I swore to God in the beginning. I go forget my son. I'm sorry, but I know I referenced to that. It look like, sound like, and even taste like. That's funny because these cards even sound like some of the things that I said in my past readings. I'm talking about the channel I had before, and I think that people they listen to other people readings, and if they make cards themselves, they'll take people's slogans and they'll take people's things and put it on the cards. But I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there because that's what got my channel taken down the last time. You know what? If people like, that's why they jack, and I understand that. Yeah. I absolutely understand, but there is abundant over here. So I have a plethora of things that God gives me. I have a unlimited connection, unlimited resource to the source. Right? Yeah. I'm always win. Victory is mine. Ah, okay. All right. Taste the victory. Hmm? I love the way it tastes. All right, engage your senses to make success feel real. Imagine achieving a goal. What does it look like, sound like, and even taste like? The more sensory, the more sensory detail you add, the more real it becomes. I'm sorry, I got pulled out for a second because I was thinking about something. But in reference to the reading. Oh, God, here we go. All right, so next one is change the question. All right, question mark. And it says the quality of your questions shapes the quality of your life. Instead of asking, instead of asking, why does this always happen to me? Ask, what could I do to change this pattern? Then I say we have to go to the drawing board, and the first couple of times you failed or what you thought was failure, Nah, it really wasn't. It was just establishing guidelines. It was establishing the difference you eventually had to understand that you need to make in reference to the old plan, revising, right? Again, going back to the drawing board, editing. It's okay. Editing is okay. You know what I mean? Especially when you can see that there was a breach or a flaw in some area of the plan. Being able to actually see that there was a breach and see that there was a flaw is actually a plus. And then being able to, you know, go back to the drawing board and get it done and do it right, right? So you don't have to go back and do it again. And it's okay to critique it as you go along. You know what I mean? Because what worked today may not work tomorrow, right? You may have to devise another plan, right, in order to keep the ball going. But nonetheless, whatever you have under your belt, whatever you've been thinking about, whatever you've been sitting on, it is yours and yours for the taking. So let's get with it. I'm talking about spirit says make a choice. Yeah, the choice is yours, but stop procrastinating. Stop sleeping on you, right? Stop sleeping on your ambition, what's going to cause you to win. All right. Yeah, so change the question. The quality of your question shapes the quality of your life. Instead of asking, why does this always happen to me? Ask, what can I do to change this pattern? Changing a question will point you towards solutions instead of problems. Absolutely. It's going to give you the answers you need, again, in order to be successful for the win. And yeah, all I do is win. Look yourself in the mirror and you say that. Make your own little song. All I do is win. Because that's what I do. I don't know about y'all, but I do it. I look in the mirror and I sing those things to myself. Today is going to be a good day, good day, good day. I'm always singing that. The people at my job, they hear me walking down the hall. Some of them sing it with me. You know? It's going to be a good day, good day, good day. Sometimes you got to establish that. You know what I mean? I'm going to have a good day, good day, good day. Established. Make it a thing. Concrete that thing. Etch it in stone, right? It's a thought and it etches in stone once it comes out your mouth. You put a stamp on that thing. Yeah, this is what's going to be done. All right, metaphor magic. Never had the pleasure of reading this card. All right, it says metaphors are used to bypass the analytical mind and speak directly to the unconscious mind. For example, if you're rushing your growth, remind yourself like a tree, I grow from the inside out, rooting first, then reaching. Metaphors invite transformation without resistance. Absolutely. It's time. It is time. Like Rafiki said on Lion King when he held Simba up, it is time. Yeah, it is time. Your time. Our time. Yeah, divine time. God time. The best time. All right. Surface structure. It says, I like to show the cards because I don't like people to think that, yeah, I'm just pulling stories out the hat. You know what I mean? I have no hats here. At least no rabbit hats. All right. Surface structure, and it says surface structure refers to the actual words people use, while the deeper meaning may lie beneath. This card reminds you that what you said isn't always what's meant. Pay attention to the language and explore what's beneath the surface. And that definitely may meaning don't look at every situation, every person, place, or thing for what it may you've deemed it as or what it may seem. If it's something that you're interested in, or if it's something that you know you can bring light to, like do your research on it. Don't just take surface level. You know, don't take go by what it is that you see. Meaning the physical seeing, should I say? Spiritually, work with that. Yeah, you better go 10 toes down behind that. But what you see with your face, with these eyes right here, that's only supposed to be for focusing. This is only supposed to be for focusing to hone in on what you spiritually see. That's it. Because that's how I move. I'm not saying that everybody's gonna move like that, but that's how I move, and I'm here to, spread light on that. Sometimes, yeah, we can't take surface level with nothing. Like I gotta go deep with everything, everything. You heard me? It ain't me if I don't analyze. Sometimes over analyzing, spirit saying get up out of that energy. Sometimes over analyzing, like I spite myself sometimes. You know, but to analyze it's okay, right? Analyzing the situation, becoming more aware of what's happening. It's okay. All right. So the very bottom of this deck, yeah, I read that one already. Switch to success. Yeah. Success is, yeah, flowing way too often in this reading. You know what I mean? Let's get it. Let's get it. Look in my eyes and you'll see. I had quite a few decks to pull from. So be patient. Bottom of the deck. Put it down. All right. The first card says trigonometry. Like triggers, not like trigonometry, like arithmetic. But it says sometimes protecting your peace is the priority, and avoidance gives you the space to heal. Then I says, yeah, walking away, moving away from that. Yeah, avoidance. That was a word that I was actually looking for. Avoidance gives you the space to heal, right? And that's exactly where you set. Some of us are seated, you know, in that protective space. But again, spirit don't want you to wear your welcome out. All right, these are those who. This is also for those who are right now have chosen to sit in that space, and for them who have been sitting in that space. It's time to make moves. All right, time to make moves, and I can't stress it enough because we don't. The song shoulda, coulda, woulda. Yeah, yeah, I don't like it, and you're not gonna like it either. All right. You're gonna see time has passed when there's things that could have been done, should have been done, and would have been done had you, you know, gotten the encouragement that you needed, and or again confirmation that you needed to do so, letting you know that the place that you're in has only been limiting you. Right. All right. So sometimes protecting your space is the priority, and avoidance gives you the space that you need to heal. But when the time comes to grow, but when the time comes to grow, but when the time comes to grow. All right, anyway. But when the time comes to grow, true evolution requires more than retreat. Huh? What I said? It's okay to retreat. Oh my God. But it is even better when you move forward after you again gain the knowledge and wisdom that you need to do so. All right. So, but when the time comes to grow, true evolution requires more than retreat. Consider challenges and triggers as opportunities to level up. Ah, all right. See, that's what um real warriors do, right? They look at challenges and all those things as, yeah, a way to show myself, not just show the world, but show me what I'm made of. It's an opportunity to get in where I fit in, to make the difference and or changes necessary or where needed. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. All right. But when the time comes to grow, true elevation requires more than a retreat. Consider challenges and triggers are, I'm sorry, as opportunities to level up. Every confrontation is an invitation to respond in a new way, to meet your edge and expand. That's right. Did I say God wants to expand you? And this is, yeah, there you go. Triggers become the teaching, testing for intentional responses. This is how healing is embodied and transformation takes root. Yeah, we are ready to make a difference. Some of us. All right, pay attention. Discomfort. It says, pay attention. Discomfort, tension, and fatigue aren't just inconveniences. They're messages. You can. I say. That's why I don't play with them. That's why I don't play with the Most High. Because the same, I always say the same God you claim to know will be the same one to expose you. Yo, that's why I don't play with them. I don't play with them. Mm-mm. Got way too much respect. All right, so pay attention. And it says discomfort, tension, and the fatigue you are feeling aren't just inconveniences. Excuse me, they're messages. Your body is trying to communicate. It's not broken nor betraying you, but calling you to do more. Stress, suppressed emotions, and unmet needs all leave a mark. Instead of pushing through or brushing it off, slow down and listen. When you respond with curiosity instead of judgment, your body can become an ally in your return to balance and wellness. And balance came out, right? So, where did the card go? Oh, my vision is really weird. Now I'm yawning. I just told y'all I slept like crazy, but I know why. It's a read. It's a read. I spirit, God knows my heart, but nonetheless, burnt offerings, burnt offerings, and let's see what this fits in. All right, it says being agreeable has kept you safe and perhaps even praised. Safe, that safe space. Remember the place that you become quite addicted to. Quite, I mean, and crazy enough, in that space and place, you might be the smartest one there. And they say when you are the smartest person in the room, it's time to get to a different circle. It's time to move around this, because I need to learn. I need to find a place where I can learn something. If I ain't learning nothing in the environment I'm in, but how to, yeah, be addicted to nothing, like literally no challenges in life, no growth, no growth, absolutely no growth. All right, so again, um, please, being agreeable, excuse me, has kept you safe and perhaps even praised. You've learned how to be easy and accommodating. Wow. But there's a cost to always yielding. Yes, it definitely is. You need to go unmet. I'm sorry, your needs go unmet, your desires go numb, and your work starts feeling conditional. Lord have mercy. You don't have to be convenient to be loved. Having needs doesn't make you difficult. It makes you human. Speak up, take up space, space that you're supposed to be in, of course. Ask for what you need. Spirit is saying. If I got a piece of hair in my eye. What cards are these? Okay, cool. Did I get to y'all? I did. I'm a sinner. Pardon, y'all. I'm not rude. I promise. It's just, it just happens this way. Is this a whole deck? Oh, that's two different decks. Well, dang. I don't want to read from both of them. I had to pull some of my other cards out. Like I got so many decks of cards. I can't wait till I'm able to actually do some of my readings in my workspace. I gotta get a bar stool so that you all can sit in my workspace with me. This is my home workspace. This is where I even meditate and stuff too. So I wanted to get a bar stool so I could actually do my readings and where you all can see all the cards that I have. You'll be able to see them. Anyway, scarcity mindset. See? All right, if you believe there is never enough time, love, and or resources, you will unknowingly create that experience. Your mind, I just told you about your mind and your thoughts as it comes to your life. All right. Again, if you believe there is never enough time, love, or resources, you will unknowingly create that experience. Shift your focus from fear of loss to trust in the overflow. Absolutely. Right? Because again, that it's here for yours to take. Here for you, you know, for you to take advantage of. It's yours. Right? Shift your focus from fear of loss to trust in the flow. What is meant for you will never be scarce. That's right. And please endure to the end. Endure to the end. I'm only going to pull a couple of these sweet pies. And then I'm going to go on to the next one. On to the next. Power of positivity. The power of positivity. All right. A single positive shift in thought can set powerful momentum into motion. Positivity feeds on itself. Yeah. Just like negativity too. But we want to keep it positive. I just want to know that we are yeah, we know if you fester in negativity and you feed the negativity, yeah, it will grow. If you feed the positive, that's exactly what's gonna happen. It will grow, right? A single positive shift in thought can set powerful momentum into motion. Positivity feeds on itself, lifting you higher and attracting more of the same. Absolutely. This is how miracles become your new normal. Well, I just pictured Uptown, well, originally from the corner of Laurel Street and Archulets. I don't know why. I just pictured that. Why it just came to my head. But funny enough, I saw one of the he's a police officer now. A guy that I grew up with that lived on Archulets and Laurel. I saw him yesterday at the second line. Hey y'all, we're the baby. Y'all all missed it. If you wasn't in the New Orleans on yesterday, Uptown for the Super Sunday, yeah, you were nowhere. It was just Sunday where y'all at. It was Super Sunday in the New Orleans, 2026, baby, Uptown. Ain't nothing like it, huh? I posted a couple pictures of it, videos rather, to give y'all a little something. I wanted to share that with y'all. Share what I love. I love my city, even though it upsets me sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a realist, and yeah, I love this place, and there's no place like it. The people too. That's it. All right. Yep. Power of positivity. Go for what you know. Think what? Limitless universe at the very bottom. And it says the universe is boundless and abundant. Open your heart to receive without limits, walking in the truth that your dreams do. I'm sorry, walking in the truth that your dreams do not take away from others. Walking in the truth that your dreams do not take away from others. Except means going against the mediocrity, energy, a spirit of mediocrity. Yeah, we want more. We're growing here. Evolution is inevitable. Hi. This thing, baby. When I tell you, whew, it will make you hot. I was in the car with my neighbor today, and when I called my mom, and it kind of felt like I was having a heat flash or something. But it was just this is just this thing that's so freaking hot. Oh, and I got the one on my head too, because it's cold outside. It was freezing out there, and then I had the nerve to have flip flops on. I'll dress from head to toe, cover up with my feet. I'm gonna have out. That's crazy, right? I know, because that's where my balance comes in. I can protect all of this up here, but my feet, I'm gonna let because it controls my temperature, controls how I really feel. All right. Where we going next? Thank y'all for being here. If you like what you're hearing so far, please like and subscribe. And this is all from my heart to yours. Trust me. I want us to all be great. All be great, yo. And if I have something to do with it, I'm gonna make the difference. Making a difference. God put it on my heart to do so, and so be it. That was one. That was another one. Okay. Well, do your thing then. Huh? Ain't no waiting, ain't no procrastination. Huh? New perspective as we have done so. We have gained that new um honest perspective. All right, number 9 is associated with the new perspective card. Maybe you have the moon cycles, uh moon cycles tattooed somewhere on you. I don't know, the moon cycles are something that you've been into. I don't know. The moon cycles. All right. So or just again the balance thing. The yin and yang. Right. Hot and cold. Light and dark. Right. You're learning how to balance out. It's a beautiful thing. Balance is what we need. And in fact most of us are looking for and don't even know that we need. I don't even know that's what we're looking for. Yeah. All right. When the light changes, so does the landscape, right? Your perception. Absolutely. Try viewing this situation through a different lens and stay open to the wisdom that comes when you dare to look from another angle. Yeah, vantage point is everything. The way you see things is everything. Because it may not be what you believe. Because, again, a magician shows us that we should not believe these eyes. But I'm a for damn sure believe in my discernment. It's there and it's there for a reason. I believe that more than my eyes. Now, find anybody else who can tell you that. Find anybody else who could tell you that. Honestly, say I believe this. You hear? Before I believe these. And baby, the way I'm showing you, I can't see. It's a real thing. All right, number 15. Blind is a busy. Mm-hmm. Blind is a bad. Been blind all my life, but not spiritually blind. Physically. But I asked God a long time ago, and I used to be angry, like, why he's got to wear these glasses? I just can't see all my life. I just can't see him in life. I can't see. So I got an understanding. Like, he was like, shut your ass up. Okay? If I gave you the vision that I gave everybody else, I'm talking about the physical vision. If I gave you the vision that I gave everybody else, you'd be blind like everybody else. Hmm? And I've been all right with it ever since. Because I don't see like everybody else. I don't everything that suits everybody fancy and what people go for and what people long for and their type of hype. Yo, I'm absolutely different, and that makes a difference, and I love that. That separates me from them and the who's, and I wish they could be's and the wannabes and all them other folks. Excuse me, y'all. I told you I'm not swallowing that stuff because I know what's happening, and yeah, because he's not gonna harm me later. All right, number 15. It says setback. This roadblock may be the universe's way of steering you towards something better. It definitely is. It's not no maybe. Absolutely not. This is what it is. If progress feels impossible, consider whether the timing of the path itself needs to shift. There you go. That is so disgusting. Isolation. Yeah, that's where you were, in a place of isolation. All right, and that's number 37. That's associated with this card. I say that too. That's number 9. Huh? No, that was 15. Number 9 is 15, and this is 37. And it says, you've put up walls. Oh my God. Now, this is crazy because I just said that this is where you built your home in that space, in place, right? Now, watch what this is. You've put walls up, but your fortress may be turning into a cage. Look, I'm gonna let you see it. I'm not just speaking. I'm not just speaking. Didn't I say this earlier? Not verbatim, but all right. You've put walls up, but your fortress may be turning into a cage. The more you withdraw, the harder it will be. It becomes to return. That's facts. The more you withdraw, meaning once you get out there, like you're not gonna want to turn back. And in fact, you might be mad. You set as long as you set, in that space of isolation or in that space of those within those walls you have built and or created for yourself, right? You found comfort there. And again, Spirit is saying you have absolutely worn out your welcome. It's time to kick rocks. Okay? Get the ball. Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. Looking for adventure or whatever comes my way. Now, don't be out here living born to be wild. But I'm just saying, you're strong. Born to be strong. I like that better. Born to be wise. I like that too. Born to be wise. I like it. All right, so um, you put. I'm correcting myself up. All right, you put up your walls, but your fortress may be turning into a cage. The more you withdraw, the harder it becomes to return. Do you truly want solitude, or are you afraid of what your connection might bring? Remember, I said do it with fear. Do it scared, rather, not with fear, but do it scared, because fear is the work of the enemy. And yeah, sometimes that's where you get the greatest results. You find yourself. You understand that you are capable of doing more. You know, you understand your worth as and your level of favor, really and truly. Because when you are tested and chosen for a task such as this, you know. Yeah, it's evident the amount of favor you have on your life. And, yeah, it's time to get your motor running. Head out on the highway. I guess we could say, looking for adventure or whatever comes my way. Something gonna make it happen. Something, something, something. I can't remember the words, but that's okay. You get what I'm saying. This is what I'm here for. You know, I love what I do. I love what I do. Okay, I'm gonna take it, even though you didn't flip out, because the way y'all came out, Lord, like doubles, like double the trouble right here. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Thank you. Trust the universe. At the very bottom, it says faith, surrender, and divine plan. Trust in the universe. The trust in the universe's design. Everything is unfolding at the perfect moment, the perfect time. Absolutely, and that's why we are. Um, I forget how you say here in Spanish. Ahora is now. Okay. Aquí. All right. It says spell of illumination is the first card. Oracle of revelation is the next card. And herbal infusion is the last card. And this card says speak of illumination. The fog is lifting. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. All right. Yeah. The fog is lifted. Light reveals what has been hidden, right? Trust your soul's clear vision to guide you forward. Did I say that? And just even the mention of moving forward, you know what I mean, and not staying in one place. You know, they say when you are stagnant, you're stuck. There's no growing. You are dying. You know, you're not growing. You're dying. All right. So maybe eyes are significant to someone. Someone has a evil eye tattoo, or eyes, or yeah, you may fancy eyes. I fancy eyes. That's why I brought it to your attention. I fancy eyes. I find myself drawing them quite often. And I know they're windows of the soul. And I used to look everybody in the eye. I don't anymore. And it's not a respect. It's not about a respect thing for me. It's a spiritual thing. I don't want to know what some people are thinking. My eye, if I connect, I don't wanna. I don't wanna know, especially these old skeezers, like these old dirtbag men. I don't want to know what your filthy mind is thinking. I'm gonna look all the way here, which is probably disrespect, because I know what you're thinking, and I've been like that with old men for a long time. I can't. They're just dirty to me. Like like the idea. God forgive me, not dirty. You know, I didn't mean to say it like that. I'm just saying like I don't know. It's just creepy. And I don't know if it was because I was molested as a child, and I'm good with transparency, and I don't feel any way about it. You know what I mean? I feel a way, but it's not like it's affected my life in the way that it could have. You know what I mean? Other way that I've seen it affect people's lives, but when I think of like old men staring at young girls, even though they may be of age, just a young lady, and you are old enough to be that young lady's grandpa, great grandfather, in fact, yo, you are a dirtbag to me. When I see old men looking at, and don't let them look at my daughter like that. I've had instances where I went off on folks, even looking at somebody else's daughter like that. Do you see how old that child is, and you turn your head to look at it? And I get it. Some of the women are wearing things that are very revealing. Some of the girls, they are wearing things that are revealing, but you can evidently see that that's a child. You can see that that's a child compared to you. Why do you even take a second look at that? And if only we would get judged immediately when we do things like that. Will we stop? Could we stop? Would it be worth it? Would we actually do it if we get judged immediately? If men were judged immediately as they, the things that they do as it comes to women, even just the thought, just the look, a look. If we were condemned for just a look, right? Half of us wouldn't be looking. All right. Um. So trust the universe. Trust the universe. I read this one. Faith, divine plan. Trust in the universe. Design. Everything is unfolding at the perfect time. And I pulled like three of them. That was one. Okay, I got it mixed up. So spell of illumination. The fog is lifting. I read that one. Oracles of revelation. Truth rises to meet you. When your heart opens to insight, when your heart opens to insight, what was hidden becomes your greatest understanding. Mhm. I'm unstoppable. That song just was came. I just heard Sia. I love Sia. She's one of my favorite singers. SIA. Unstoppable. Well, listen to the song. So that's for somebody. I heard her just scream, I'm unstoppable. That's what I heard in my head as I was reading that card. I don't know. It just happened. It just did. And look, like for real, somebody definitely might be digging the eye thing as I said that. hmm Maybe someone has a lotus flower tattoo, or maybe this hourglass somewhere in their home. I have an hourglass. I have an actual hourglass. All right, so we have herbal infusion here. Maybe you're a big fan of herbal teas. I am for sure. I think I got like maybe over 30 different teas up there. I don't get to drink all of them, but I'm touching some of them. All right, so nature holds the medicine your soul needs. Take a deep breath and let the earth remind you how to heal. Let the earth remind you how to heal. Heal and know that you are all of that prior to you're moving forward, or actually taking that leap, or jumping in, getting in where you fit in. You know, again, you have something within you that the world needs, and in order for that to happen, you have to put yourself out there, my baby. You have to put yourself out there. New perspective. I read that one. All right. Oh, magic and belief 39. When you believe in the magic of the universe, you activate portals beyond the reach of logic, right? Even that analytical juncture you sit in, or you have allowed yourself to sit in. Your energy expands and your vibration shifts, unlocking new dimensions of possibilities and serendipity. Yeah. What is supposed to happen? What is meant to happen? Yeah, whether you like it or not. All right, so we are down to the last two. We got two more after this deck here. I told y'all once you see these, it's always one more or two more decks after that. We are nearing the end. It's been a pleasure this whole reading. The spirit of procrastination is our enemy. Okay, like the spirit of fear, like the spirit of um, denial, the spirit of lust, the spirit of disrespect, the spirit of, I don't know where all of that's coming from. But I feel like I just dropped some more cards, but I didn't. Okay. Spirit of, I know something else fell. That was it. Okay. So, spirit of lack, all of that. All right. The first card came out. It says a chapter in your life is coming to an end. That little space. Rest assured, as you have rested, right? Rest assured that beautiful things are ahead in this next chapter. Let go of all things that are out of your control and move forward. There are more beautiful things that are ahead than you leave behind. And that's the second card that talks about what's being left behind or leaving something behind. And that's the old mentality, old place, old space, people, again, places and things, yeah, that don't warrant your future, right? And again, spirit of procrastination. Yeah, it gotta go. Especially if you want what God has for you or what God has promised you. All right, open your heart, not just a little, all the way, and let the love flow in. And that's love for, of course, your situation, love for you, of course, and love for them who God has placed around you. Not a defensive love, but a love that knows that, I mean, that shows and knows that, all of this is for your greater good and just basically for, yeah, your abundance, everything that comes with the story that God has promised you. All right, love yourself. Wow. And this card says love yourself after I just said that. Um, and I couldn't read it all the way down here because I can't see what I see. I have to bring it all the way up to the T. All right, love yourself more by saying no to the things that feel draining and burdening for you. Saying no when you want to say no instead of saying yes to please other people is a real act of self love. That's right. And it's a real act of honesty. You being honest, saying an honest no to someone is an honest yes for you, right? All right. Wow. That card again, celebrating. All right. You're going to be celebrating something very special very soon. You'll be, dang, this thing sound like it keep getting loud on me. Unless I'm just that animated. No, sometimes I am. All right. You're going to be celebrating something very special very soon. You'll be so full of joy and happiness, it will almost seem out of this world, like mind blowing. Remember? Mind blowing. Out of this world, extraordinary. Uh-huh. It will almost seem out of this world how suddenly it all happens for you. Be ready for it, expect it. It is happening. Ahora. Now. Right now. How bad do you want it? I just want to know. How bad do you want it? Do you want the victory? I couldn't pay that to do that again if I wanted to. All right. One day, when you least expect it, you are going to crash into people who are going to be so gentle with your heart, and you are going to be happy that you kept it open. You are going to be glad that you chose to believe it deserved more. And that's those people, as I said, not a defensive. Don't be defensive. These people are here to, you know, guide you. God is allowing folks to guide you. Earthly vessels. Earthly vessels. Imagine that you have earthly vessels that God has put a little of Him in them, right? To make the situation move the way that it needs to. Listen to your body and do what it is asking of you. All right, so oh, all right, so inner power, and then we have the inner alchemist. Imagine that. And simplicity at the bottom. Let's see what else is gonna come out. Let's see. That was master of my life. Let's see if it flips out. Everything changes. I like it. I like it. I like it. Love appears is at the very bottom. And we even talked about that love in that very last card with the love with yourself and um just knowing that you are favored and God loves you because loves you um and it's often seen and or shown through said favor. All right, inner power. Today I choose to see myself as significant. I acknowledge my true strength. I remain steadfast and unmovable. I'm sorry, you don't say that, but I like steadfast and unmovable. All right. Well, in this case, it may not need unmovable because yeah, we need you to move. I'm thinking about that. Steadfast and unmovable is actually a scripture. That's why I threw that in there. But yeah, we need you to move. Okay. So steadfast and movable. We're gonna say that. Okay. Acknowledge my true strength. I acknowledge my true strength. I remain steadfast and movable in this. Oh, okay. I see. I see why I said unmovable. In the state of adversity. If I stumble, I pick myself up, knowing that I am filled with the power of the universe. I accept and appreciate myself in every way. I contain the most precious treasures of this world within me. Absolutely, and I'm glad you know it. All right. The universe shines through me. hmm Yeah, to you, for you, and through you. The inner alchemist. Like an alchemist, I possess all the power I need to build a life of joy and harmony. Absolutely. Again, I'm glad you know it. And don't ever forget it. All right. Sometimes, again, you need to pull yourself away from the scenario and gain a better perspective. Again, always, it's good to edit and go back to the drawing board. Okay, it's good. So you can see the finish line better. Critique the plan a little bit differently. Sometimes it's necessary, right? You can remove it and or add things as you are needing, as needed, should I say. All right, like an alchemist, I possess all the power I need to build a life of joy and a life of harmony. Today, through my positive thoughts, right? Positivity that we talked about earlier, my positive thoughts, words, and deeds, I create my own light. All right. I understand that I can use the inner magic of intention to transform myself in the same way an alchemist transforms lead into gold. Today I create happiness. Yeah. And with that one foot in front of the other, established happiness. All right, everything changes. A soft light radiates from my heart. It illuminates those around me and transforms every situation I encounter. I maintain a positive attitude because, yes, indeed, gratitude should be our attitude, especially for success, right? It's the attitude um, defines altitude, and it's a fact, actual factual. All right. I maintain a positive attitude in spite of any difficulties I may perceive. No matter the circumstances, I remain a source of true joy. Everything changes it is bathed when it is bathed in the light of the divine, when it is made new. Mm. Maybe someone just recently got baptized or recently about to get baptized. That's what that reminds me of. You know, being washed in the light of the divine. being baptized, being cleansed, being made new. Old things are old and passed away. Right? Behold, there's a new thing. Hmm? Behold, there's a new thing. I'm glad you know the answer. All right. This is the last deck of the evening. And this is our scriptures. Scriptures for us to stand on and find comfort in. Fight the enemy. War with the enemy. This is what you are to use as you need it, however you need to. I have my weapons of choice. Furthermore, first card is X. Imagine that X. X movement. And this is 412. Um, April 12th may be a birthday for someone that's watching. Let's see. There is, and if that's the case, happy early birthday. Um, there is salvation in no one else, for there is, I'm sorry, there is salvation in no one else, for there is no other name other under heaven given among men by which we must be saved. All right. Yeshua. I call him his real name. Yeshua. Jehovah Jireh. Jehovah Nisi, depending on who I need and when I need it. Jehovah Rapha. El Shaddai. Elohim. There's a multitude of names. Emmanuel, Prince of Peace. Hmm? All right. I read that one already. Why act like it just came on? Because I picked it up. Can I get two more, Spirit? Thank you. I know I could take them, but I don't. I wanted to flip out. Thank you. Can I have one more? A flip outer. A flipper. And I'm not talking about the dolphin. All right, thank you. Merci. Merci. All right, so we have Proverbs 16:18 at the very bottom of the scriptures. And it says, pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before fall. Okay. And that is, again, Proverbs 16:18. All right. Somebody's birthday may have been January 6th. Somebody may have been January 8th. Maybe your birthday was January 6th and you celebrated to the 8th. I don't know. That's just what it is. All right. So I read you, and I read Proverbs. I didn't read Samuel. Okay, so 2 Samuel, chapter 7, verses 12 through 13. Somebody's birthday may be June. I'm sorry, July 12th or July 13th. All right. I can see also here February 7th. Just recently had a birthday. Happy late birthday, beautiful people. All right. I will raise up your offspring after you, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. Yeah, Spirit is saying, if you move the way that you need to move, the same blessing that's on you is going to be on your offspring. Whatever come after you, whatever come out you and through you, it is what it is. They're going to be established. You are establishing it, and they will be established because of your moves. The things that you do today will warrant great things tomorrow. Like you are doing, this is the long term. You are thinking long term, and you have always thought of life in that manner. However, life can, have a weight on us. that can actually wait on us. And yeah, depending on who and what you're surrounded with will be determine your will determine your movement and or abundance, right? Because we can allow the things around us to become that important in our lives where we allow it to alter where we are and where we can be versus um, where we are or where we should be versus where we are. All right. Hope that helped y'all, lovelies. That was a good reading. I think. I strongly feel I could definitely take some of the gems and jewels and use it to alter what necessary in my life. Yeah, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just a vessel. Mhm. All right. Again, if you like what you hear, like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I love reading them. If you have any messages or yeah, messages, send them through. That's fine. Any suggestions, any um, whatever questions, comments, concerns, whatever it is, let's communicate. The window of opportunity is here, and we're gonna take it. I know I am. I don't know about you, but I definitely am. Oh, and one more thing, if you want me to do any more readings in reference to any investigation, just make sure you leave that for me as well. I'll do my due diligence with finding out. Or maybe if you want to, you can link it in the comments as well. I could always cut and paste and find out what cases that are out there that haven't been absolutely are not solved, should I say, or have gone cold. Um, I don't mind. I don't mind, and I think partially that is where um, I am needed. I feel like I am needed in that area, and I'm thinking about the arena area of psychology I actually want to be in. And I was thinking kind of like forensic psychology, but I mean, where my expertise could be used in the courts. Um, but I'm still weighing my options, right? Still weighing my options. I still have just a little bit more time to actually ponder on it. I'm not gonna make my home there on the pondering. I'm gonna get my answer and get out. You know, do what's necessary, get my answer and get out. Not wear out my welcome. All right. So yeah, always be grateful. Yeah, it could be worse, and thank God it's not. And I want the best for you, each and every one of us. Actually, we have to want it for ourselves, though. Ain't nothing like wanting it for yourself and getting it for yourself. Okay. Until next time, y'all. Be blessed. Be amazing. Be you. Be authentic. Be a winner. You are a survivor, right? And all we do is win. All we do is win. No more procrastination. Yeah. You're sinking your own battleship with that energy. All right. Be blessed. Check me sooner than later. Don't forget to leave comments. Like the video. Peace. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm coming on tomorrow. Maybe twice tomorrow. So stay tuned. And make sure you subscribe. Oh, shout out to the 23 subscribers. I can't go without saying that again. Yeah. Y'all the bomb.com. I don't care what they say about you. Yeah. Y'all is my people. Not y'all are. Y'all is my people. Yeah. Sleep well. Say your prayers. Pray before you lay. Huh? Peace. Love and hair grease. Now let's put these glasses on so I can turn the film off. I don't even know what I did with my glasses. See what I'm saying? Lord, help me. Let me see if I can find the mouse cursor and then drag it on over here. Can I get it? It's not doing it. Girl, where's my glasses? This is too disgusting. Oh, I see it. It's right here. Don't judge me. All right. I was trying to press forward, and that is not where I want to be. All right. Love you. And I'm going to leave you. Just for now.